Hey, I'm Katrina Anastasia, and I just finished my No Curtains performance, and this is the exclusive interview with Behind Closed Curtains. I just finished filming my No Curtains episode here at OBJX Studio. We took this cute little nook, and we made it a very cozy vibe, so yeah. Katrina Anastasia is my artist name. Katrina and Anastasia is actually my middle name. My last name is Yablonsky, but yeah, it kind of took me a while to figure out my artist name because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with like initials or, you know, a stage name or whatever. It took me a long time to figure out because actually my initials spell K-A-Y, spell K, which was initially going to be my artist name, but then I was in school and there's another artist, I think my name is Kay, and they were like, oh, you could get sued, da-da-da, in the future. I'm just like, whatever. So I ended up just keeping my name, Katrina Anastasia, and even though it was a hard decision, I'm glad that I went with it. But anyways, so this song's called Tell Me What You Like, aka TMWYL, and this song is just about when I wrote it about a year ago, and I actually wrote it for someone else. It was the first time I'd ever written a song for someone else, but I don't think I really wrote it for someone else. I still wrote it for me. Yeah, so it's kind of just about, you know, being with someone or hanging out with someone, and you want to be the exact person that they want you to be, or I guess what you think that they want you to be, and you realize you kind of lose yourself in that, or you realize that, you know, you can never really become what someone else wants you to be. And you should never change yourself for anyone else, whether it's your friends, your family, whoever it is. So that's kind of what the song's about, and just kind of going through the motions of like wanting to change myself and all that stuff, and then realizing that that's not going to happen and that they don't deserve me in the first place. So that's what that song's about. Oh, and the different versions. So we've got an acoustic version, we're gonna have a deluxe version, a more produced version, and this is kind of the single that's leading into the EP that I have coming out called It's Cool to Care. Check out the merch. The merch is actually really fun. It'll be my first time dropping merch, and I'm really passionate about the environment and stuff, so I always thrift. Like almost everything I wear is thrifted, and I thought I just want to go to the thrift store and pick a bunch of stuff that I really vibe with and that I feel fits the color scheme and stuff. And then I just found this font, and I went to Art of It's downstairs, down below OBJX Studio, and they hooked me up, and they're so awesome. So I made a bunch of merch that says It's Cool to Care, and honestly, I'm gonna have to go back to Value Village because all the merch I've made I love, and I kind of want to keep it. So yeah, that's really fun. I'm excited for that. But yeah, It's Cool to Care is just it's the first bundle of songs I've ever written on the guitar by myself. I used to always just freestyle to other people's beats or beats on YouTube, and the guitar was really something foreign to me, but I picked it up about a year ago, and I just kept pushing myself to use it and play with it and gain more familiarity with it. And then I wrote my first track on my guitar when I just like went into a studio, had nothing planned, called Free My Mind, and that's gonna be on the EP. It's Too Cool to Care. That's like the complete opposite. It's Cool to Care. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to be here and to talk, and I'm really excited where my music journey goes, and I'm excited to collaborate with other people and just really grow as an artist and hopefully be able to help people along the way. The EP that I'm putting out is going to have like a whole acoustic, just me and the guitar side to it, and then there's going to be fully produced sections to it too. So I kind of want to, you know, showcase all the different versions and how it can be played with and remixed and all this stuff, because I think that's fun when it comes to music. So what got me into singing was, I've actually been singing my whole life. Like my mom said, even when I was a kid, I was always singing, and I was always like really on tune, which is good. And then like I got put into musical theater, so I did musical theater in school, and I think that kind of helped me with like stage presence and stuff. And then yeah, I just started, and then I didn't really think that making music was going to be an option for me. I didn't think that I would be able to make a living or even do it in the first place, because I didn't have any money or connections or experience or anything. So in high school I kind of just like took that option completely off the table because I just didn't think I would be able to. And then when I was 16, I had people ask me to come in and sing a hook for a song, and then they were like, you should write your own music, and I was like, okay. And then, years went on, and it took a long time to figure out like my sound and how I wanted to represent myself, or even just find myself in general, like from high school on to like college. And then after high school I went to Seneca for independent music production, so it teaches you all about like being an independent artist and stuff. So yeah, and then I've been putting music out for about a year now, and it's been a nice journey getting more into live performances, which is awesome because that's very new to me as well. So who did the audio tonight? I do have to say the audio was me. This is also something I learned in school, and so I set up my computer back here. We got my audio interface running, we got Pro Tools going, we got the guitar linked up, the mic linked up, everything's linked up, you know? So just know that that crisp audio, all thanks to the great audio engineer on set today. So there's probably gonna be 3 versions. The first version is just me and the guitar, very organic, very like stripped down, and that's why I chose to work with ONYX today on the No Curtains, just because it's a small team. There's not any like lasers and crazy lights. It's just really simple and cozy and intimate, and that's what I really wanted for the first half of this EP and these singles. I'm just gonna slowly be releasing it, and I'm gonna be putting out like the organic ones, just me and the guitar first, and then the fully produced versions will come out, and it'll just show kind of the range of different things that myself and people I collaborate can do. Steve, do you have a question for me?
I have a question. I have a question.
Steve always has a question.
What are the...
What are those? I've got one shoe on. What inspires me, if I really have to think about it, I think that what inspires me is everything I haven't discovered that I can do yet, you know? I'm big on just challenging myself, and when something makes me feel uncomfortable with when I'm not familiar with something, I just continue to push myself into it. And like, cause the more you do something, the better you get at it. Like that's everyone knows that, you know what I mean? So like, when I know that I get awkward on stage, or when I know that I'm like closing my eyes a lot when I perform, I'm just like, I continue to do it, and I continue to try to push myself to like break that bad habit. It's just like, I really like creating something from nothing, and that's like what music is. That's a lot of times what fashion is and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just like mix matching things and just trying new things, and really, I never really liked being like everyone else. I never liked getting the same clothes or like the same shoes or the same purse, or like, you know, I always wanted to do different stuff, and I think it's fine either way, whatever side of society you feel like you want to be a part of, but I really like just doing my own thing and continuing to impress myself. A life lesson that I got is that I'm really good at what I do, and like it's okay to think that way. It's okay to know that you're talented. It's okay to know that you work hard, and it's, you know, wait, what was the question again?
Like a life lesson.
Oh, life lesson, right. The more that you express how you feel in an open way without putting all these like barriers or like restrictions or time frames on it, the better you can be as a person, whether it's like communicating with yourself in your own mind or communicating with like people or strangers. It's just like, the more you admit, acknowledge, and accept everything that's going on in your mind. And sometimes I'll just feel a certain way, I won't feel good, and then I'll just like start freestyling a song, and just certain little messages will come up in the song. I'm just like, okay, that's exactly like what I feel, and that's what I need to talk about, and that's what I need to talk about with myself in my own head, you know? But, or sometimes I'll give advice to other people and not even know that it's mine. But yeah, that's a little bit of what's going on here, but thank you so much for coming to my Behind Closed Curtains exclusive interview here on Projects Network, 24-hour Projects Network. And yeah, I'm Katrina Anastasia.
Okay, let's all jump in quick.
Okay, watch the candles, watch the candles.
Come.
Watch the candles.
Squeeze in. All right, squeeze.
Squeeze!
All right, it's gonna die.
It's gonna die.
Good.
Thank you.
You're doing a good day.
From the Objects
Good
team.
Night. Everyone go to sleep. Good night to you guys.
Good night.
Go to sleep.
Like no difference.
This is pretty cozy.
Right?
I'm pretty comfortable.
I'm like warm.
You're warm.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Good night, everybody.
Just to clarify, that's Spooby.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Too loud to be ASMR.
Okay.
That doesn't sound.
I don't know if it's dead. Is it dead? Do
It
you
might
think?
be. It might be dead.
Do you think it's dead?
Let's go check. It's probably because it was like flashing for a while. Like wrap it up.
Still
It's still
Still
rolling?
rolling?
Still rolling.
Okay. Okay, let's keep.
Thanks
this
for
set,
coming.
and we'll put the cage up. Oh, that light just died.
We're slowly dying,
Oh wait, we
everybody.
stepped on the cord. All right. Let's get. You did good. You did good for real.
I'm like, I actually want to fake
Watch
fall, but
it.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, watch the candles.
The set is nice though. Here, you got this one. Here.
Did you guys take photos?
That would be cool if it's like the last shot. Oh yeah, I'll see the battery. Do a couple of them.
Wait. Is it focused?
Yeah, hold on, let me zoom in, ready? 3, 2, 1.